today.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out. No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Now 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32, then a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the Niners 1st down. So signals the referee as they're going to convert by about a yard there on 4th and 5. Big conversion. They'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On first down, Justin Herbert. And that went to the right side and incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. The numbers for him from a week ago. 10 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And he's been a touchdown machine for this season. He's #1 in the league in rushing touchdowns. So that has to help the entire offense as a whole. Play action passes, other people have a chance to touch the football because if you're a defense, you absolutely have to key on him.
2nd and 4. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. And they'll run on the inside. And the ball is knocked out and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 8, maybe 9, but they're still left with a 3rd and long upcoming. Justin Herbert looking to pass, and that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a yard. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Herbert now. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Herbert. This is caught by Williams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Runs through the contact. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Setting up the screen, here's Spiller. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Herbert. Pass hauled in by Johnston. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Drops it underneath to Spiller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Myers' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Jumping early from his tight end spot, maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they run it different?
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And they'll go on the ground. And some room to maneuver. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnston. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Going for the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. 23 yards the pickup there. To the air again, Herbert. His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Back now here in Santa Clara to throw again on second down. Herbert. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Chargers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. He's got it. It's Spiller. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run behind center with Spiller. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a first down. Back to throw. Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 6 yards away. And the Chargers have taken a fourth quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. He'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Underneath to Spiller. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looking to throw. Herbert working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Niners down by 4, 30 seconds to go. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So out come the Chargers. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. Here's 1st down. Herbert to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for the Niners, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for L.A., the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.